we expect from Rescue Me this year?
I do think because we got delayed by the writer's strike, we only write 2 episodes at a time, so we respond to the actors and see how they're responding to the storylines. The actors, with the knowledge, I guess, that they were going to be going for a full 14 or 15 months without shutting down, they invested so much more energy in front of the cameras that it made us as writers go, man, we've got to follow that story and follow this story. So, and then watching the editing process, we kept, myself and Peter and Evan Riley, the other writer, kept looking at each other and going, these actors are really popping. So it's really, people are talking about Michael J. Fox, who's in the beginning of the season, and Maura Tierney, who's at the back end of the season, and they're both doing things they've never done before. But in the middle of that is the main cast of Rescue Me. They're just, I'm telling you, it's the best work these guys have ever done. And that's, you know, you can have good writing, and if you have bad actors, it looks like mediocre writing. And you can have mediocre writing, and great actors can make it look good. And they do that for us quite often. If I was even just a writer on this show and not even involved in the acting process with them, I'd be very impressed by them. So, yeah.
Bryan,
I got to say though but the writing on the show is really terrific, and actors can only match the level.
They're coming to get me now.
That's it. The writing police.
I got to go back to the set.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's not well written, it doesn't matter.
But you know what I'm saying. If
I do.
You need
I do.
The actors are really the be all and the end all. And if you have it,
you see, I think it's the writers.
Well, I think that's the beginning of the process. But if you don't have the actors to pull it off, and also you've got to have that ensemble. You can't have just one good actor. You've got to have everybody's got to be on the same team.
Yeah,
you know?
And their game has to be up there. It's true.
Like that kid on your show.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
In our first season, we explored this guy's stupid decision to cook crystal meth from a complete scientist frame of mind to now a drug dealer frame of mind. He doesn't know what he's doing. He really doesn't. For a smart man, he's very stupid. And in the second season, we explore more about the repercussions from that decision. And it was hasty, it was greedy in some ways, and desperate. And he's starting to realize he doesn't have the skill set to really manage, and he can't control this environment. So,
last time we talked, you mentioned that if the show really has its full course, you'll be able to take this guy from nothing to Scarface. Yeah. How are we going to start to see that as the show progresses?
It actually does. In the first, you'll dig this. When I first met with Vince Gilligan, this is what he told me. He wants to take a character from a milquetoast, Mr. Chips kind of sweet guy to Scarface.
Which is a great place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, how is that possible? And then he created the set of circumstances that lay the groundwork that is possible, and we just have to carefully navigate through those storylines to make sure that it's justified all the way. And you'll start to see it. He starts to rebuff from a rich friend a donation to help his cancer treatment, and he starts to feel his oats and feeling like a man for the first time in his life. And a man makes big mistakes a lot, right? So he's got a pocket full of money. He's feeling virile. He's feeling passionate with his wife again. I mean, things are changing in this guy's life, and so it's as much a surprise for me going into it, not really knowing where it's going to go. And
is there going to be a say hello to my little friend moment?
Yeah, I think already it's starting to sense it in the second season when a bad guy gets killed or gets shot. I just say, let him bleed. You know, just leave him alone. Let the ants pick him apart or something. You know, so it's starting to happen. And,
wow,
yeah.
Interesting.